This filter is automatically backflushable. So if it reaches a dP of 7 psi, which is 500 millibars, something like that, it automatically does a backflash on the ground. Might need some help. I've got a sticky drain valve that needs to open, but basically I pretty much fixed it yesterday. This is how we run. We have to monitor how frequently. It's got a little counter. How frequently this blocks the strainer. Also, we have to monitor how frequently we block the suction strainers of these pumps. Okay? This is the forward flow. What can go wrong? Well, anything can go wrong, but the most likely thing to happen is if something happens here, somebody's got a problem, there's a leak, there's a fire, there's an injury, stop the circuit. If you want to stop the circuit using one valve, close this valve. So what's going to happen? Well, here the water is going to stop dropping, the level is going to go up, and this valve is going to close. Stop circulation. The pump's safely in recirculation mode. That's the easy case. The difficult case, and this is what you need to remember, and this is relies exclusively on you, and it is critical. The guys in the field are on the other side of the boiler. They cannot hear the feed pump. So the most important thing you need to do, if the pump trips, you have to shout at them immediately that the pump has tripped. Because if it trips, the water is not going from here to there, but the pressure difference is still there, so the water is going to continue to go from there. So you're going to take all of this water, you're going to put it into the LP, you're going to flood the vent, and you're going to flood the superheater. We don't want to do that. Okay? So when the pump trips, you say pump trip, close the circuit. The emergency action is close this valve. When you close this valve, you stop circulation to the LP. The secondary thing that could go wrong is if during operation here you ended up having 6 bar and here you ended up having 4 bar, then because you have a valve open here and a valve open here, you can have some flow in here. So you probably, as a secondary step, you have to close either this or this. Right. Okay, so that you don't go from HP to IV. But this is, generally speaking, manageable. So the system is going to run like this. And our objective is to reach 95 degrees centigrade for the water to reach almost boiling temperature. It's very important when we reach the temperature that we always ensure that the pressure here is 0. This is very important because if you lose the pressure here, well, the overall pressure tank here is going to increase, and this is a 150-pound tanking. This is not rated for these pressures. That's why we do all this protection. So you have a vent here in the superheater. If that's not enough, open the LP superheater drain. Yeah. Superheater, not evaporator. Yeah. So anything that goes in there, it goes away. So because the energy that this motor is going to generate is not going to be enough, according to our calculations, to heat the water, we need the second pump back. There's a logic modification which has been done, that we have the standby pump just recirculating. This standby pump has no limitations about LCV differential pressure. So the vendor last night has allowed us to take it to the maximum tested speed, 2,600 RPM, and just leave it there heating up the water in the LP. Goodie? That's all there is to it. There will be a stage when we need to inject chemicals and do analysis. None of your problem, I will do all of that. I will do the injections, I will do the sampling, I will do the measurements. Most important thing, he wants to eat, somebody has to come and replace him. He wants to shit, nobody's replacing him, he shits under the boiler. He cannot leave. If he has to leave, he stops circulation and say, oh, by the way, it's no big deal if circulation stops. If for whatever reason we have a problem, for example, you get a high dP in this strainer, you're going to have to stop anyway. Shut down, okay, shut down, close the valve there, close the valve there, replace the strainer, do what you have to do. Nothing goes wrong. We don't have acid in this circuit, so we don't have the concern of attacking the metal. Okay? So, if you need to stop, stop, no problem. Just don't leave this position with the valves open. Questions?
The only the his
He needs to have a radio? Yeah.
Yeah, of course radio. But only his role is
No, this is the emergency roll. The
Yeah.
emergency roll, if the control room says pump trip, the emergency roll is closing this valve.
Yeah,
I will go
only-
downstairs and I will
only,
show.
Yeah, only his.
That's not his only job. His job is to open all of these valves according to what the control room says. Open this one turn. Close this 1/4 turn. Open this fully. Close this, open this. Open all these three. All these valves have got a tag. I'm going to go down there with the guys and I'm going to show them exactly where each one of them is. The operation is done calmly with the radio. The emergency, if the pump trips, don't speak with anyone, don't do anything. Just close this valve. And everything else then, we're going to stabilize
So
the valve.
only his job is to close.
No, his job is to regulate all the valves, and the emergency job is to close the valve. So, now, before we start that, the gentlemen are checking the premises because maybe we have a little bit more water than what we actually need. And because we're going to provoke one artificial, we're going to start both pumps. We're going to start, well, one at a time. We're going to provoke a high level here to make sure that the protection strip the pump, and then maybe do the second pump with the IP. So, because we have the pressure, you got to remember right now, if you open one valve here, already you move the water. So we can play with this all that we want. Good? Slowly is better. Quickly is wrong. Sir.
Using the special channel for signal play because of some.
No, we tell the other people to get off the
Yes,
machine
that's
channel.
because
We still have to remember our channel.
We can say nobody should be allowed.
yeah, that is a very good point because everyone goes in and they tell them their story, and when you have emergency communication through that channel, somebody has to discipline. There are at least 5 languages being spoken. Walkie-talkie, which I don't know. So somebody needs to take that initiative and do that. I don't know who's going to do it. Or Sam or yourself. Okay, so just keep the people out of the frequency. No, obviously it has to be the control room frequency because at some point we will speak with Miles when we increase flow here to see how it goes. Okay?
Yes.
Good point, though.
Say only those who